All right, welcome back to another video. 3CW Raw just finished.
Yeah.
But before we get into it, what's up, bro? How was your weekend? What you been up to, man?
Oh man, weekend was great. Everything was great. Everything was lovely. Becoming a busy man all of a sudden.
Yeah.
But how was your weekend?
It was good, man. Mother's Day, had some food, watch some movies, chill with the kids and the babies.
All right.
Regular stuff.
All right. Some Lifetime movies is what you're doing? Just
Nah,
retired into
Disney movies.
Ah, okay.
That's where it's at.
Okay.
But yeah, so Raw opened up with CM Punk coming out, talking about how he was pissed about CM Punk calling him a penguin. Yo, when I heard that shit, I was like, oh shit, that's kind of a fucking funny.
Call him man penguin.
He called my man a fucking
That's
penguin.
wrong, dog. Nah.
And then he was talking about how it wasn't the first time that Paul Heyman had turned his back on CM Punk, because the first time he dropped the ladder on him. He had to get like 13 stitches on his forehead. And then he was just really talking about how he was pissed off with Seth Rollins. What do you think about that whole segment, though?
So what I see is basically CM Punk, being a crybaby that he is.
Yeah, he is
like,
a crybaby.
Come on, man, get over it, dude. Like, Heyman promised you to walk you down the aisle. He never promised you to hold your hand to victory. He just said,
Yeah.
"I promise you to walk you down the aisle in WrestleMania." So
He did.
He fulfilled
Yeah.
his promise. Don't you think?
Yeah.
He fulfilled his promise. So what I say is, CM Punk, get over that thing, man. And you and Rollins, man, that beef is something serious, dude. Like, man, y'all gonna have to, like, the way I see it, this can end up being a Rollins versus CM Punk match.
It's going to be Rollins versus CM Punk for a while from the looks of it, because they haven't stopped beefing since CM Punk came back.
So where I could take this to is Rollins becoming champion and then CM Punk taking it from him at WrestleMania 42.
I can see that.
Because then it'll just give CM
Because
Punk
Jey
the world
Uso is
title.
now getting in the picture, too.
Yes. And that Sammy was pretty close.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying, man, that Sami Zayn he's showing that he's going to turn heel soon. It is a heel turn coming for Sammy.
He's going to turn on somebody.
And if you really paid attention, when he was over Jey, and he was like, "Jey, you okay? And then Punk came in the picture, and then Punk came and looked at Sammy with the corner of his eye. That gave it all away. That gave it away to the point he was like, okay, Punk knows that Sammy could be the third guy.
Yeah, he's up to something.
Because wasn't Sammy and Rollins a thing back then? Or am I wrong?
No, I think they were tag teaming in NXT. Or
Like-
they did tag team in NXT once or twice.
Or was it when Rollins was like champion long time ago when he made that little posse clique and stuff like that? I forgot the name of it. It was a horrible clique. It was our Buddy Matthews. I'm sorry that you had to be a part of that. You know, you're doing your big things now in AEW.
Is
keep
he
doing
though?
it. Yes and no, but I feel like since Aleister Black, Malachi Black, whatever the Black you want to call him, since he's gone, Buddy can have a higher chance of running for a singles
he
run.
could have. Yeah, you're right. He could have him. He has a chance to get into that main event spot now.
Yeah.
You're right.
Either that or, go after Kenny Omega. It's the best timing.
Yeah.
But no.
Seth Rollins basically not grabbed him, but he's like treating Braun Breaker like no pun intended, but like a dog. Woof.
Hey, isn't that his persona?
It is.
So if he's a dog, dog gotta eat. But what I'm saying is, what's gonna end up happening is that, like I've said before, the whole Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman thing came back when Roman was still champion. They had that little segment that Braun walked in, they had a conversation, and then Paul Heyman walked in next to him, and it was just like hey, they've had a conversation before, and it was just foretelling.
An acknowledgement. They had an acknowledging moment.
Yes,
yeah.
it was a real big acknowledgement moment. But what I say is this: Rollins, all he did was open the doors for Braun, and Braun will turn on Rollins in about
A few
give
months.
or say 6 months.
Yeah.
It's always a 6 month to a year kind of
Yeah.
thing because Triple H is really into that 6 month year kind of faction thing.
Yeah, storytelling.
Yeah, he story tells for a whole 6 months of the year. The 6 months is basically the clique is wearing gold. They're winning championships. They're winning all the matches.
They're on top, and then somebody turns on somebody.
It becomes you won a Money in the Bank, you won the Royal Rumble, but you want my title.
That's kind of how DX was too.
Yes.
Like they would break up, turn their backs on each other, and then get right
Yes.
back together, win championships,
Yes.
and then want to go solo again and turn their backs on each other. So
it was basically DX was just basically for the money. They got
Yeah.
together for the year, made the money, and then after that, they had to pull Triple H to the side and say, "Hey, look, we need you to be a."
And I definitely see
singles
Braun Breaker
champion."
turning his back on. He's already been champion, bro. Like
Yes.
he must be like, what do I got to learn from you, man?
And
Like
to see him wear the gold.
Mm-hmm.
At WrestleMania 41, he had it over his shoulder. I said, you know what? That man's gonna be champion, world heavyweight champion,
he is definitely.
or undisputed WWE Universal.
He's
champion,
definitely the
whatever
next
you wanna call it.
Goldberg. He already seems like he already
All right, so
looks like Goldberg.
he's a mixture of his uncle Scott Steiner and Goldberg, because Scott Steiner was Papa Pump. The dude was
Yeah, he was swole as fuck.
swole. He was picking up bodies, dropping them, doing all the stuff he needs to do. But then on top of that, you have Goldberg with the deadliest spear in the game.
Yeah.
Before everybody decided to take it.
And Braun Breaker's spear is pretty crazy,
Yes.
bro. That thing
Yes.
is wild.
Yes.
The man only runs like 50 miles an hour.
Man,
That shit's
But-
crazy.
I feel like 6 months Breaker will just separate from Rollins. That's
Yeah,
me.
yeah. I think we'll see them go one-on-one with each other. That'll be crazy. That'll
Yeah.
be good.
Yeah.
I think I like that. Where the fuck is Roman Reigns at?
He's taking a hiatus. He did say he has 2 to 3 more years left in his life to wrestle. Then after he's gonna go Hollywood, just like all the Anuahis.
Must
They
be
all,
nice.
But Roman's Roman. He did his time. He's battled through leukemia and all that stuff, and came back and still wrestled. But
Yeah, but like this storyline still pertains to him in a way. Like you would expect him to show up.
in a way, but
like every so often.
yeah, but I think they're just giving it a break because it's the cooling down part of the storyline now. So it's cooling down. You're forgetting about Roman, and that's what they want you to do. They want you to forget about Roman. Don't think about him. Put him in the back shelf, and then let Seth do Seth things, because Seth tends to cross his own foot and forget that there's somebody behind him, and that's when Roman's gonna come out and he's gonna attack him and he's gonna take him out. So
I can see that. I can see that.
it's
Yeah, so after that segment, we had Chad Gable and Penta. Apparently, Grande Americano is in Mexico doing a tour.
Charlie Haas. We know that's you.
So Chad Gable said, I'll step up and fight Penta for you. Who the fuck is Grande Americano?
Charlie Haas.
Charlie Haas?
Charlie Haas.
I still think it's Mark Henry.
Hey, Mark Henry used to wear singlets, man.
I'm telling you, bro.
It's possible. It's possible.
It's Mark Henry
Hey,
in the bodysuit.
yeah.
Shit.
Bring that sexual chocolate back out. Ooh.
No, but that match was cool, though. It was very fast-paced.
Yeah, Gables is he's a very athletic person. So he's agile all over the ring. He can get in, get out, and is great with lucha stars. And, Penta, given his background of AAA, CMLL, New Japan, AEW, Lucha Underground, it is so underrated. Whoever doesn't watch Lucha Underground, you need to go watch it.
Yeah.
Jeff Cobb's there, Ricochet's there, Penta's there, Rey Mysterio was there. That's the reason why WWE called him
We
back.
saw
because
Jeff
Lucha-
Cobb at New Japan in DC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yo.
You know what I was thinking about the other day? Imagine a triple threat.
As soon as I saw him, I was like, I've seen that motherfucker somewhere before.
Yeah, nah. I saw him and I was like, I called it. I knew he was gonna come to the Bloodline. I didn't know which Bloodline.
I don't even know who he is.
Man.
I mean, other than seeing him that one time.
Nah, Jeff Cobb, like I don't think he's Samoan. I think he's Tongan. if I'm correct. I'm not sure.
I don't know, but they did say he's from Honolulu, Hawaii.
Okay, then yeah, he's
So
Samoan.
whatever that
Yeah.
is, that's where he's. That's what
He's Samoan then.
That's what he is.
I didn't know he was a part of the Anoa'i like bloodline. It
don't
could
think-
be a distant cut. They're all freaking cousins, man. They're all cousins, man. It's
They
like
might be just best friends that grew up in the same block, bro.
could be. But he's one badass Samoan. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, he's pretty sick, bro.
Yeah.
He looks like a powerhouse for sure.
But future reference to a future match. I'm calling it now. We'll come back to this in the future. Bronson Reed versus Jeff Cobb versus Jacob Fatu.
But they're on the bloodline, huh? Like, well, the bloodline's gonna implode at some point.
They will.
Solo and Jacob already look like they want to see each other.
Now, I don't know about you, but looking at Jacob's face during Backlash,
That's what I'm saying. He was confused.
no, Jacob wasn't confused. Jacob saw the writing on the wall. Jacob knows that he's halfway out the door.
Yeah.
That Solo at any point, he already has a new person that is gonna follow him to the gracious land. So, Jeff Cobb's, he's not an easy man to be reckoned with. Like, and Jacob knows. They've seen each other in the indie circuit, so they both are fast-paced wrestlers. It's not like you're not
I was looking online, and Jeff Cobbs and Jacob Fatu have already gone at it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and they've also tag teamed together too.
Oh yeah. Now, what I'm waiting for is Zilla.
I'm waiting for Zilla too, bro.
I'm waiting for
He's
Zilla.
gotta get off that fucking probation or house arrest, whatever the fuck.
He already
he's on.
paid it off. He
Yeah,
paid it
yeah,
off.
he
He
paid it
paid his
off.
last payment.
Get that
He
shit
said,
away.
I'm done with it. I guess they got to let it clear a little bit, and after that, find out what his travel restrictions are,
Yeah.
and then that's when they can try to get him a passport or whatnot. But it's WWE. It's
He's still
TKO.
traveling for indies though.
Yeah.
He's doing that Booker T promotion. He's
Yeah.
on Fourth Rope. Yeah, he's at Booker T's promotion. He's on this other promotion called Fourth Rope.
Yeah. He was also at Hog, which he was
Yeah,
the world
yeah,
heavyweight
yeah.
champion at Hog.
Yeah, Hog. Yeah, he's on Hog.
Yeah.
Speaking of Fourth Rope, Enzo Amore is the Fourth Rope champion right now.
What?
Yeah, that belt is sick, bro. I might have to figure out how to get one.
I'm gonna have to take a look at this belt. I haven't seen it yet,
I'll pull it up after.
but damn.
Yeah, that belt was nice. It looks like the $1 million belt, but like better. That shit is sick, bro.
Wow. Any belt makers, man, just reach out.
Yeah,
We
for
we
real.
have some inspirations in our head right now for some belts right now. So
Yeah.
please reach out.
We got like
Feel free.
four belts we're trying to do
Yes.
already.
We know we'll give you two as a sneak peek. One as an Intercontinental and one as a World Heavyweight Championship.
Yup.
Can't tell you the other two,
Nope.
but
Not right now.
the first two, we got the design. We just need somebody that can make it. So if you can, put yourself in the comments, man. Hit us up in the DMs.
DM us something. Email
Yeah.
us. The whole Lucha Libre and Grande Americano stuff kind of like, I don't know why. I guess it's the world we live in right now.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of the deportations and Donald Trump for some reason. Like Lucha Libre represents the Latinos trying to like be strong and
Mm-hmm.
fight. And then Chad Gable represents Trump, who's like, Lucha Libre sucks. So you know what? Fuck Chad Gable. And fuck El Grande Americano.
Who's Charlie Haas?
Who's Mark Henry? So
AKA
fuck
Mark
Mark Henry.
Whoa. Don't include me.
Yeah, so what happened after that? American Made came out against the Viking Warriors. Are they still going by Viking Warriors, or are they going by
The Viking Raiders.
Viking Raiders?
Viking Raiders. So I did see that one. Paul, do better.
Wait, hold on. What do you think about the New Day's music? They got new music.
I didn't hear it.
They got heel music now.
Mm.
They don't have. It's a new day. Just for this.
Well, because they took away, Big E. So
Yeah.
they don't want his voice in it at all. So they're going for this heel persona. Which
I don't like it. It's cheesy.
Xavier, stop ducking Kenny Omega. Give that man what he wants.
Just do it, man. I don't know. I thought it was an alright match. I thought it could have been better. I mean, I like to see the Viking dudes doing all the flips over the top rope because they're
Yeah.
fucking huge.
Yeah. They basically supported the big guys, letting us know that if they can flip, we can flip.
Yeah, we can flip.
But
I won't try it, but I know I can. I know I can flip.
What I'm getting tired is WWE is doing a wash and repeat, wash and rinse of this. We want to have a match. The match is going good. It gets dull, and then they want to throw in interference.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay. It's getting to the point
There's
that
so many
we're
interferences
counting
now.
in our hands the minutes. Like, okay, minute 9, the interference is coming.
Yeah.
And then boom, who comes out? New Day. And I'm just like, oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
God. Okay, they're just okay.
Well, the whole match, it seemed like New Day was scared of the Viking Raiders winning that match.
Of course, because
Because
they
they were
know
on
that.
commentary saying, like, I mean, they were hinting that they want to go against American Made and not Viking Raiders.
Yeah.
Even Michael Cole was talking about that too. He caught on to it.
So, I think they're scared because they know that they can potentially lose. It's actually a competition for them, but what I see is I feel like the Raiders, this will be the last push that they get before they become like low mid card tag teams,
Yeah.
and they go right back to the end of the back to the back of the bus.
To the back
It's
of the
just,
line,
It
yeah.
sucks.
That's the bad thing about tag teams, bro, is that, like, there's not much for you to go after. I mean, other
No.
than the tag team titles, like, what do? Turn on your partner and go solo? But then one of you guys is bound to be boring, and then you get let go from WWE.
Of course.
That's
And
what
then the
usually
other one
happens.
stays,
Yeah.
or you both get let go, and then
Yeah,
you want to pull this tag team somewhere else.
and it's just not
Or
the same.
It's not the same. Or you
Yeah.
or you do a singles push somewhere else, and then you both end up having like some type of banger of a match, or not even a banger of a match, and then you just become this washed-up wrestler.
Yeah, yeah,
And they go, "Oh man, you haven't been the same since WWE,"
yeah.
and you're like, "Oh, okay."
That's what sucks about tag teams, man. I mean, hopefully
It's a
that
tough
doesn't
division.
happen. Yeah, it is. Hopefully it doesn't happen because they're both pretty dope, but
Yeah.
it's bound to happen. Jey Uso came out talking about he's going to be the champion even after Saturday,
And then Gunther came out.
and then Gunther comes out.
And Gunther was like, "Whoever wins
Whoever wins is facing me.
is facing me. I cash in my rematch clause."
Yeah.
And at Money in the Bank, oh, imagine whoever wins Money in the Bank.
Yeah, it's
which
going to be a money. What if they cash in that same night?
that's what I was getting ready to say. Now, my theory is LA Knight's going to win it and then cash in. Because that would be a perfect opportunity for Gunther.
All right, so hold on. How
and
many
Jey
people
match.
is in the Money in the Bank match? 5?
I think it's like 5 or 6. 6. I think it's 6.
All right, so let's go through 5 right now. Who's going to be in the match?
Okay,
I'm throwing Jacob in there right now.
okay, because it has to be 3 from SmackDown, 3 from Raw, right? So I got
Yeah.
LA Knight, Jacob Fatu. Who can I put from SmackDown that would be worth it? That would just like, give something.
Drew McIntyre.
He may be injured. That's the reports right now. He landed wrong.
See, that's
at
the
that
thing.
table spot.
You never know
It
with
was-
WWE because they said that he hit his head after that spot, but that he was okay. Now they're saying that he's injured.
Yeah. So it's a big if. If he does come back, then possibly put him in. But then after that, what you're gonna do? They're gonna rerun it back again, and they're gonna bring Damian Priest.
Yeah, yeah.
And now it's a Priest versus Drew again.
Yeah.
And that's gonna push them to the side, and then you're gonna have
So
Jacob.
they're definitely not winning.
Yeah, no. So if you bring Drew, you got to bring Priest.
If you bring CM Punk, you're bringing Seth Rollins.
You bring LA Knight, you got Jacob Fatu.
Yeah,
Just because of the title change.
yeah.
That-
No, I think it's going to be Jacob.
I'll
Alright,
throw
no.
Penta in there.
Yeah, I'll throw Penta. All right, hold on. Fuck.
Yeah,
I gotta think about this.
I'll throw Penta in there. Because, mind you, let's say Seth doesn't go in. Let's say Braun makes it. And you got Seth doing something else.
Which he probably is. Well, he's already trying to
So-
go after Jay.
So what if he goes after, he doesn't go after Jey at Money in the Bank? What if he makes it easy for himself and goes after Gunther, makes Gunther lose? So now Jey is available and he knows he can beat Jey and he can't beat Gunther.
Or what if Seth Rollins attacks Gunther before Money in the Bank, Because WWE has been horny for three-way matches lately.
Mm.
So what if it's Seth Rollins, Gunther, and Jey Uso at Money in the Bank in a
You know what?
TLC match?
That actually sounds right. That actually sounds right. Because if you look at it, you got Braun attacking Jey tonight.
Yeah.
And which, let's bring that to the forefront.
Why would he attack him anyway? Because he has a match on Saturday, not with Seth Rollins,
So
with Logan Paul. Which
so
is random.
Jey, they've been trying to get Jey to go back to his old ways for a brick minute now. This main event, Jey Uso, is not Jey Uso. The Bloodline, Jey Uso. The heel, Jey Uso.
They want the Bloodline Jey Uso.
That's the Jey Uso that's like
the one that didn't get along with Sami Zayn.
You know, the black and red Jey Uso, not the blue and black Jey Uso. The black and red Jey Uso was
blue and black. It's like blue and pink.
Something like that. I don't know.
This man got so many colors on now.
Yeah, they made him into a huge face, and it's a great pop. You know, everybody loves it. The kids love it. You got the glasses and everywhere, and you know the yeet going on and all that stuff. But they're really pushing for Jey to turn heel, in a way. Like, let's say he does beat Gunther, right? He beats Logan. He moves on to the next person. That next person is going to take.
But that's the thing. He's being pulled this way. He's being pulled this way. He's got beef with Seth Rollins. He's got beef with Gunther. He's got beef with Logan Paul. Mm-hmm. He's got more beef than Cody Rhodes did already.
Yeah, and that's great because you know why? They're building that title. That's how you build a championship because you basically put a champion to his limits to go, hey, people are going to kick your ass because you're the champion. Unless if you show that they need to respect you. Nobody did that to Gunther. Nobody walked up to Gunther and smacked him in the face and beat him up. No, except for Jimmy. But nobody really took Gunther like as a
but
joke.
Jimmy got fucked up though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Because there you go. So as every action, there's a reaction. Mm-hmm. So with Jey, they look at him like, oh man, you funny Jey. You ain't big and bad, man. This and that. This is what I'm saying. They're trying to snap Jey out of what he is right now and create Jey as that heel Jey. And that heel Jey is going to be amazing.
But now how do you turn Jey heel after he's already the biggest face on the planet?
Good question. You could do it one of two ways. Either he turns heel as a champion, or he turns heel as losing the championship. Because what I think what's going to happen is...
I think losing the champion, it will be the way to go.
Yes. And that can be in a pay-per-view after Money in the Bank. Because what's going to happen is that Sammy can end up turning on Jey. I'm still calling it. Mm-hmm. Sammy can end up turning on Jey at Money in the Bank. I'm calling it. Matter of fact, I'm not sorry. I know this is going to happen. Because it's foreshadowing, man. It's foreshadowing. So, you know, you can't stop it. No,
and then if he turns heel, like, so where the fuck are we with the Bloodline? It's crazy how all this shit didn't even happen today, and we're like, it just all ties into each other.
It's a crazy story. It's like a weave. So
yeah,
like you know those like what is it? Like one of the little dust balls that run around and stuff. So it's weaving. So the Bloodline story is weaving around. It's cooled down right now because they're trying to get Solo to get pushed again. But I'm like, you brought Jacob Fatu. Now you brought Jeff Cobb.
Yeah.
They both are killers. You just killed Solo. You just killed his character.
Yeah.
You're going to end up sending Solo to NXT in about like 3 months. Just because like he's not going to be able to keep up with both of them.
But that's the thing. Solo said that if Roman Reigns beats him for the Ula Fala, that he's going to acknowledge the tribal chief.
Yep.
And I haven't seen him acknowledge the tribal chief. So, like, if and when Roman decides to bring the Bloodline back together, who is in the Bloodline? Is it all, like, is everybody? Because we've seen Jacob and Jey Uso post together on Instagram and all that shit.
Yeah. Kayfabe doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. So, like, who's in the Bloodline and who's not? Is there only one bloodline? Is there two still? Is Solo Sikoa still the fake tribal chief?
So, it's a really good question, because there's no answers to that, because it's like
And where the fuck is The Rock?
You know what? Don't even get me started on The
Dog,
Rock.
I've got so many questions.
Don't even get me started on The Rock. Like, how you gonna promote a pay-per-view, but then after that don't even show up?
Don't even show up.
Just no show. Just
Yeah,
I wish I can do that.
like,
I wish
fuck
I
it.
can just, like, you know, go and be like, you know what? I'm not gonna no show.
And where the
today.
fuck is Travis Scott?
That's another one.
Like,
See?
what the fuck is going on? These
It's-
storylines are just breaking apart.
And what's happening, man, and all this is gonna fall on Paul.
Yeah,
And then they're gonna end up firing Paul. God forbid. I don't want that to happen. You know, knock on wood.
I doubt it.
But they'll fire Paul and then hire somebody else, and then WWE is gonna go Disney.
Yeah,
It's just
I feel like Disney is just waiting for that opportunity
Yes.
to buy
yes.
TKO and
So since TKO
everything.
bought it from Vince for $3.2 billion, I think Disney's gonna buy it for like anywhere from $5 to $10 billion.
I can see more than that too because they bought Marvel for like 12 billion or some shit.
Yeah,
Some
but
crazy
when it
shit.
comes down to contract negotiations with TV rights, Disney has a platform. Since
Yeah.
Disney has a platform, they can be like, oh yeah, we can host you guys on Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, and you know we can also do the speed on our stuff. We can also do.
Yo,
Saturday
can you
Night
imagine? Like,
SmackDown.
yo, you watching Raw tonight? Yeah, I'm opening the Disney app right now. What
Imagine
the fuck?
bringing the New Day back to the face persona, and they over here with the unicorn heels, and it's like
Yeah.
with the little Disney wand, you know, drawing their ears and
Shut
stuff.
the
like,
fuck
oh,
up.
man. This is gonna end up happening. It's
It's crazy, man. Like,
And-
you know that they're just waiting to pounce on it, bro.
yes. Not only that, but you know, John Cena does have it right. I believe he is the last world champion. I believe that he is going to retire this belt. I believe that there's going to be a new design because WWE is going to fall.
But they just released this design like 2 years ago.